All right, let's try to use some prep from the match. Let's try to play the London. I prepped so much London for Pia. Let's see if I can use it in some of my own games. Okay. Oh, bishop f5. Bishop f5 right away. Can I take? Like if you know your London theory, it's a very nasty little opening. It's a very evil. Sorry. Yeah, now I think knight d4 is good, or bishop b5. I can't quite remember. And now basically, if this, then I simply have an extra pawn. If this, I go here and I have two bishops. I'll play here, chill. Computer is gonna think it's equal, but I think as a human, it's kind of nice to play. The London is, listen, I have recently like poured a little more venom into this opening, and it's not easy for black if white is like giga well prepared and knows all the, you know, tricks. Like, yeah, black has to put the knight on e4. It's pretty aggressive. Also, I will say, playing this match against Pia definitely improved my chess, like, for myself, meaning I went home and I started playing some bullet and was like, oh, I feel like a monster. I feel like I can destroy like anybody I'm playing right now, which is kind of fun. Like when you prepare seriously for a match, that's sort of what happens. Now, if this, which is a normal idea, I was thinking to take. Can I do this? By the way, is this just, what is this? So if here I go here, right? Then if there, I gotta go here, and then if there, I go there, and then if there, I just go here and I have a better position because black's king is weaker than mine. If here, anything takes, I go there and I'm chilling. And otherwise it's just simply a fork. So I think I couldn't play that on the last move, which is why I went knight f3. Another thing I want to do is maybe go here to stop all of that. Queen d5. Okay, this is a little tricky. Queen d5, bishop, and then queen b5. Aren't I just a pawn up? That looks a little dangerous for me. But it looks fine. Or c4. But I guess b5. I didn't see how I could be attacked after queen b5. Which is why I'm playing this. Because I didn't see how it works for my opponent. So that's why we're here. And if this, I go here. Okay, tremendous. Good calculation for me. I'm a pawn up. And then I will put my rook here. And then I'm going to chill. I think at some point black just has to go here because otherwise you're just going to lose, you know? There is one interesting line, which is here, 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 and now I have to do this. There. I go like there. Danger levels, right? Danger levels. Oops. Boss thought I had to move the bishop, but danger levels. And I'm gonna scoop up a little rook along the way. I'm telling you, playing this match made me a little sharper. Doink. Okay, okay, why can't I just do this? I think I can. I don't see anything wrong with this move. Knight d4 was also a pretty interesting move, but the pieces were tangled and, you know, this looks a bit scary, but I don't see how I get mated, so. And if there I have knight h4, and if there, I mean, look, I gotta trade pieces, right? I'm winning, so trading pieces makes sense. This is mate. Unfortunately, there's not much to work with beyond that. The knight is going to e4. Knight h4 looks decent. I don't know what to play here. What if I just play rook d2? Just I feel like this is like a GM move. Just like, what would Pia do? Rook d2. Maybe not. Maybe she would have played a different move. Knight e5, just take it. Take it. Chill. Okay, rook d1. I'm gonna not even threatening to trade the rooks. What am I talking about? Okay, uber solid. King is super this is just so cute. In the middle of the game, just a little smooch. A little smooch there. I don't know. I get really bored when I get good positions. Like, I don't just go b4 and take, and my opponent's gonna try to mate me, which is like mad rude. Now I'm playing kind of stupidly. I'm like weakening my position. I don't know why I'm playing like this. Can I go here? That looks smart. This is a nice move. Because now the knight is hanging, and if you move the knight, there's a fork. So we have to trade knights. Yeah, then I'm just cooking. Now we're back to cooking. So it's gonna go here, 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 here. Watch, the whole thing's gonna happen. Okay, or that. C4. Yeah, C4 or C5. Now I can't get mated. You know, now I'm very well protected. I have good protection for my king. Just push the pawn to C5 so it's not a weakness. Go here, win this pawn. Win it with check. Black resigns. 2590. We cooked to 2590. That was a nice game by us. Kemal Bashirov. A little 94% with the London. How you doing? Hi Levy, don't you think the Battle of Generations was a slightly glorified version of the match that is going to happen between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson? Twitch account created 8 minutes ago just to ask the riveting question. I mean, I don't think so, because one of us was not gonna suffer brain damage and physical violence. And I think it's a very, very silly question. But thank you for asking. Magnus is losing to an IM. Of course he is. Of course he is. Did he play something stupid? No, he played a real opening. Wow. Ah, I see what's gonna happen. I see, you guys are gonna lie to the other person. Oh. You guys have the chess deck? I hope you like it. No. I said I'm not gonna respond or play him in a match. But I did say I would play Pepe Cuenca in a match. You should play a formidable opponent. Oh. You don't think my... You don't think Pia was formidable? You know, if I lost that match, you guys would be saying she was pretty formidable. And you know, another reason I played Pia is because she's Anna's mom. So I figured if I play her, the spectacle would be really fun for people. I think we are clashing in styles, we're clashing in, you know, age, personality. I thought the whole thing would be pretty cool, you know? And I feel like the job was done. I feel like the job was a success. Did Magnus manage to, he won, by the way. He won. Now that game I had white, so did Magnus. So we can't I don't think I'm going to play Magnus. You know, I was so annoyed I didn't win the 4th classical game against Pia by playing E2. Oh, I was so frustrated because I felt like I was playing very well the last 2 classical games. And I think I took that momentum into the rapid. Karakan. Ew. How did he know that move? These nerds know everything now. So frustrating. Just impossible to play like any tricky lines against anybody. Every nerd knows how to play every line. Notice my light squared structure here. It's kind of fun. Okay, we're gonna create this structure. What was the point of this? That was the point of that. A one move. Just attack my queen. That's it. There was no further thought at all. Just attack my queen. I'm gonna get the bishop. Please take it. No positional awareness at all if you take the bishop there. Knight to e4. Talking a lot, so I gotta... Wow. Gotta be careful though. Rook e8 is not the end of the story. Okay, let's attack the A-pawn. Here's what we're gonna do. Knight f4 is gonna come, of course. Opponent doesn't strike me as a particularly deep player. Now, I'm trying to target the queen side. Right? Rook e1, queen b2 ideas. This pawn there, limit the structure movement. I mean, this just looks positionally really bad for my opponent, but... What do I know about chess? Because evidently not too much. I want to go h5. I think I should, right? Okay, there's some sacrifices, but it should never work. All my pawns are on light squares. Might be a little too early to rush in with that. Oh. I was worried about this. Like, I was worried that there's some stupid little counterplay here. Somehow, but I mean... I'm winning at least a pawn, at least. And then I might win more. And... but... Also I have b5. But this should be good. Takes, at a minimum. At a minimum, I have that. Also have b6 and b5, or just b5. He might be trying to... Let's go here. More weaknesses. More weaknesses. Takes. And rook b4. Or rook h4. Or rook b4. Rook b4. h4 is hanging. Oops. I win. Sorry. Knights are tricky. Who was that? Anonymous 2850. Fog. Oh, I just beat this guy. I know who that is. I played this guy earlier today. We played the same line. It was d5, knight e5. Okay, this time he deviates. Let's play like this. That was a nice game. I shouldn't have gotten that low on time, though. Bishop d4, bishop d4. Okay, so bishop d4 doesn't work. Bishop d4, bishop d... It looks like it should work, but somehow it doesn't. I hate that I spent so much time on that move. I'm trying to get my opponent... Yeah, okay. But now I go here. Really? Really? Hmm. Trying to turn this into a complete mess. So now there's no f4. Very complicated battle. Trying to close the center. I think my opponent should... I don't know, actually. I don't know what he does, and I don't care. Maybe opening the center was a little much. Should have been a bit more patient. I am the one with many faces. Isn't that a bad thing? Okay, walk the king to safety. King is now out of the center. Safety is a strong description of where my king is standing, but I'm not like completely convinced this is so bad. You know, like, I got ideas, bro. I got ideas. It's not so simple. Position's actually kind of resilient. This might be well timed. Now I'm trying to break open the center. We'll see. It's very complicated, but I think clearing out the center will help me. I go knight f3. Bishop g5 takes. Knight f3 doesn't work. Knight g4. Knight c4 also. Knight g4 takes. Maybe I don't even take back on c6. Maybe I play like queen f... No, queen f5 I think is bad. Might have missed this. Trying to figure out what he missed. Because I'm up 20 seconds, so I can pause for a moment. Okay. Didn't miss anything. Okay, knight f6. Important developing move. Gains me control of the center. Now if DC, I don't really care. Because queen is very powerful on that diagonal. No, I'm just better now, I think. Play CD. I can also trade everything, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to trade everything. Or first. Luckily, he believed me. I got very fortunate there. Should have never done that. Any of that. But now we easily win. Opa. Whew. Forgot about Rook G3. But still gotta win. Can I be honest? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, alright, my opponent's gonna boot my stream up. That's why they're taking a little longer. My opponent also has 2 bars of connection. Bum 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 bum. C4 B6 C4. I'm gonna take this off. Like, the headphones help with the ADHD sometimes, and then other times they don't help at all. All right, we have a E6 B6 vintage. Okay. Hopefully Bishop D3 F5 we get. That would be really nice. But now everybody knows this. There was a period of time nobody knew how to play this system. Now everybody plays D5, Queen C2. Yeah, look D5. There you go. I forgot what I'm supposed to play here. I completely forgot. Okay, let's play positional. Play like this. Surely my opponent's not going to play the best move. You know, if I was Hikaru, White would never play F4, right? I guess my opponent does think of me as Hikaru, and has indeed not played the best move. Maybe they're stream sniping, so now they're going to play it. Look at that. Right on cue. That's crazy. What a rat. I mean, that is... Wow. And combined with the time spent in the beginning of the game, when I said this person is booting, because you need like 10, 50, you go, oh, I'm playing Gotham, I gotta boot the stream up while I play, you know, I want to see what he's saying about me. I'm saying a lot of bad That's what I'm gonna say now. Yeah, and now my opponent's spending time because they're like, oh, he figured out that I stream sniped that. Look at everything is matching up. Call me Sherlock Holmes in this. My opponent could have played knight f3 instantly. But now they're listening to me saying all these things about them and they're realizing that, oh my god, they're true. Gotham completely caught me. Yeah, crazy. Absolutely crazy. Now I control the e5 square, but white is probably slightly better, but black is slightly more handsome. e5 is a terrible move. Terrible. That doesn't even, honestly, terrible is not even doing it justice. I mean, it just loses a pawn and continues to ruin my opponent's structure. I mean, it cannot be understated how bad that move is. And now I'm going to take with the knight. And if you get... Okay, now you don't even have a bishop. I mean, what are we doing here? Now we just go queen e7 with an extra pawn and a ruined structure for the opponent. Okay, I completely missed this move, but that's not the point. All right? Now I probably am worse. Again, not the point. Point is... That's not the point. I should have just castled my king probably, and I would have been just fine. Instead now, we're going to have a really long game because I suck. But that's, again, not the point. I mean, I kind of want to go king g8, and no, but that doesn't even... This is a terrible move. Oh my god. All right, I mean, I hate that I have to go there, but it looks like I have to go there. a5. Okay. I did that so I could move my rock. I could go here. I'm probably headed to a defeat this game, but although I think that was a mistake by my opponent, although I'm not certain. Rook to d8. Now we've centralized our pieces, and white does not have any infiltration spots. Okay, that move looks kind of intelligent, but also potentially not very. Bishop h7 is obviously the idea. If g6, I mean, it's a major question of can my opponent actually play? How about we give my opponent something to think about? How about you want h7? It's going to come at the cost of c4, maybe the rook, maybe the pawn on d5. How about that? All right. How about we do a little bit of that and yeah, and we see who the boss is. All right. How about that? Yeah. Good luck guarding your weakness, dude. I thought about moving my pawn up the board, but I'm not totally convinced. I mean, I gotta tell you, queen c5 looking hella not. Yo, hold up. Is there like some nonsense? Oh my. I'm not feeling too good right now. I gotta tell you, I'm not excited about this. Hey. Content, right? We're content creators, right? Right? I'm about to make some content. Watch this. I'm about to make some content. Content creator out here. Dude's too shook. Dude didn't even take my... I offered a full pawn. Didn't even take it. Crazy. That pawn's just hanging. I don't know what... Now you can't have it. I mean, I gave it. You didn't... What? Bro, we're running. That's what we're doing right now. I mean, you... Also, there's no mate. So I don't know who you think you are, but you're not checkmating me. Now I have bishop c8 ideas. But let's just go here to get out of the way of everything. At some point, he's going to do some desperate nonsense. And that's when I'm going to have to, like, zip over there and hit him with a little 1-2. What does that do? Does that do something? Bishop c8 looks completely reasonable, mega juicy. Rook h5 on the way. And I think we're going to trade some pieces here. And the question is, do I want... Let's keep the rooks on the board. I feel like bro is shook. I feel like he's a little shook. That was pretty stupid of me, probably. I should not have done that. But it does not matter. I mean, it probably matters. I'm not going to lie to you, but it doesn't matter because I said so. Queen c5. Scary. Why am I spending time, dude? Just go. Oh my god, what am I doing? Forgot he can go h6! Oh my god. Just forgot he can go h6. Insanity. I don't want to talk about it. You know, I was trying to create content there. I drew 3 games in a row. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I can't win a game. I just can't win a game. Crazy. So this is what I was trying to do. I mean, this is blundering queen a4 is. I mean, this is probably the, like, e5 is one of the worst moves I've ever seen.